Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of properties of equality. This is standard A.12E in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 45 of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we need to find an equation here that is equivalent to, and then let's open up our graph draw feature. It's this S equals PH plus 2B, and we need to simply solve for B. Now we've been isolating variables and solving for certain variables for a long time, and most of us can kind of do it intuitively. We're not really sure how it works. We just do it. Well, we actually have a system. It's called the properties of equality that we use, and we use our order of operations. So let's solve this. I'm going to call out each step. So when we solve expressions, we always go from the top down, right? We do our parentheses first, our exponents second. But when we are actually trying to isolate from a variable, we're kind of unraveling an expression. We're actually going from the bottom up. So we're looking to work on our addition and subtraction first, then our multiplication and division, then if we have any exponents, and then finally, we'll take care of that parentheses last. But it's just interesting because we do it in reverse order here. So I want to get this B by itself. So let me just write this out. S equals PH plus 2B. All right, so what is holding this B from being by itself? Well, I've got a few different things. I've got this 2 being multiplied by it. And then I've got this whole chunk, this PH, that is also on that same side. So there's two different things that I can try to get rid of first. But remember, we're going to start from our bottom up. So what can we add or subtract to isolate it? And what we need to see here is this whole PH is being held on that side simply by an addition. So that's our weakest link right there, is that PH. So since PH is being added to 2B, what we are going to do here is we're going to use our first property of equality, and it's actually called the subtraction property of equality. And so the subtraction property of equality says that if A equals B, then A minus C also equals B minus C. You can subtract the same thing from both sides of an equation, and you're good. You keep it balanced. So I want to subtract PH from both sides. I don't know what PH is. They're just letters at this point. Take a look at your answer selections. They're all just letters. It's not like we're actually turning this into a number, so we're good. But look what happens when I subtract PH from both sides. PH minus PH. Boom. Now it's a little bit better, right? This is 2B all by itself. Now I've got this S minus PH over here. Don't know what that means, but that B is a little bit closer to being isolated. Now, what do I have? I've got a 2 times B, right? So now I'm at this next level right here. Okay, so we're moving from the bottom up. And so if 2 is being multiplied by B, I want to use the division property of equality, and you probably guessed it. It's what we've all kind of internalized by this point. If A equals B, then A over C equals B over C. You can divide both sides of the equation by the same quantity and keep its equality there. So I want to divide both sides by 2, because look what happens. 2B over 2, we know that the 2B can cancel itself, right? And now we've just got B by itself. So really just took us those 2 steps. But if we can rewrite it, we can say B equals, I'm going to grab this right here, S minus PH over 2. First we subtracted the PH to isolate that, then we divided by 2, and we have our answer there. Answer is going to be A.